Hi, I'm Nikki Hart. In my many years of helping people to eat well, I think I've heard every excuse for why people skip breakfast. And not being a morning person is probably the most common. But here's the thing, you don't have to eat as soon as your feet touch the floor. Just aim to eat within 2 hours of waking up to kickstart the process of refueling your body and your brain for the day ahead. Let's look at why breakfast really is worth the effort and how I can make it easier for you. Why should you eat breakfast? Researchers have proven that you have a better memory and can concentrate longer when you have breakfast. Workplace accidents can be reduced when staff have eaten breakfast before using machinery. And for children, breakfast eaters are more alert at school and better behaved. International studies consistently prove that people who eat breakfast regularly have a lower fat and a higher fibre intake, and they also have better intakes of calcium, magnesium and iron. Skipping breakfast can actually lead to weight gain, and foods you reach for later on in the day are more likely to have higher in energy and lower in important nutrients than the food that we usually eat for breakfast. Is there a perfect breakfast? What we eat in the morning is largely influenced by how and where we were raised. A typical continental breakfast of cereals and breads is what a lot of New Zealanders eat. But if you're not inspired by the traditional options, then maybe it's time to change your perception of what a traditional breakfast is. Recently, it was discovered that breakfast from around the world, considered most healthy, included some carbohydrate, some protein, small amount of fat and plenty of colour. Breakfast foods from countries around the Mediterranean Sea, like Israel and Greece, ticked all these boxes. Chopped vegetable salad, breads, yogurt, cheese, eggs and olives are their normal breakfast staples. And a Latin American breakfast of baked cornbread with beans, cheese, avocado and a juice is a high-fibre, colourful way to start the day. Some of the healthiest breakfasts come from Southeast Asia. The traditional noodle bowl that contains a small amount of meat or chicken and lots of vegetables, it's a low kilojoule, high antioxidant meal that helps people stay full. How do you choose a breakfast that's right for you? The healthiness of the typical New Zealand breakfast comes down to the types of breads and cereals you choose and what you put with them. Choosing whole grain over more refined option makes a considerable difference. Did you know that men who regularly consume whole grain cereals have a 17% lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease than those who eat refined grain cereals? How do you choose the right cereal? Choosing the right breakfast cereal for you means finding something you enjoy that's also satisfying and nutritious. The Health Star rating on packs can help you choose a cereal that is high in fibre, low in sugar and low in sodium. And don't forget to choose a lower fat milk option when you're eating your breakfast cereal, and add colourful fruit or yogurts for nutritional balance. Is bread okay for breakfast? I'm often asked if it's okay to have bread at breakfast and lunch. And of course you can. The Food and Nutrition Guidelines for Adults recommend we eat at least 6 servings of breads and cereals a day, at least half of which should be whole grain. If you're having a toast-based breakfast, you can get your protein with foods like peanut butter, eggs or beans. Or do what the Scandinavians do and include some oily fish rather than bacon or sausages. This boosts your omega-3. You can also add colour with fruit to make a complete breakfast. Fruit is a great way to boost your intake of vitamin C and fibre. What about a liquid breakfast? Liquid breakfast can seem like a handy alternative when you're pushed for time, but research has shown that liquids don't keep you as full and can be missing the all-important colour and whole grains that we recommend in your breakfast. Breakfast is always worth the effort. There are so many ways to combine whole grains, low-fat protein and fruit or vegetables to make the perfect breakfast for you.